In this lecture, we are going to study about cancer. What's the meaning of this word cancer? It is defined as uncontrolled cell proliferation. What is the meaning of cell proliferation? Proliferation is uncontrolled cell division. Simply, cell division means cell proliferation. So, what is the difference between cell division and proliferation? In case of cell division, growth period is there in between. That means cell will grow properly and then it will divide. But in case of cancer, cell proliferation takes place. That means without growth period in between, cells continually divide, and because of that it results in formation of tumor. Okay, so remember that cancer, uncontrolled cell division, uncontrolled cell proliferation, and it results in formation of tumor. This tumor formation, it is neoplasm. That means tumors are also called as neoplasm. This tumor formation is common in all type of body tissue except in blood. In case of blood cancer, cancer prohibit normal blood function. That means what happens actually? In case of blood cancer, number of WBCs proliferate. That means large number of WBCs are get produced which are immature and they are not able to perform normal functions. So, as WBCs are the moving cells, they are amoeboid cells, they are moving cells, tumor formation not takes place in case of blood cancer. Okay, so, always remember that cancer is tumor formation except in case of blood cancer. This tumor which are get formed, they interfere with digestive, nervous and circulatory system, and they can release some hormones which affects the body functions. Okay, so this is the important point. What systems are get affected? The systems which are get affected are digestive, nervous and circulatory. As well as some hormones are released by the tumor, altering body functions. Now we are going to study about types of cancer. This type of cancer are the benign tumor and malignant tumor. What is the meaning and what are the difference between benign and malignant tumor? See the diagram. In case of benign tumor, this is the first one, which is the benign tumor. This is benign tumor. Here these are the cancerous cells. Here these cancerous cells are grouped together, which are the abnormal cells, and they are covered by this connective tissue capsule. So in case of benign, this connective tissue covering is there, and we can say that it is a encapsulated. So as the capsulated sheath is there, a tumor is get formed, which is capsulated one. In the second type, here in case of malignancy or in case of malignant tumor, this type of sheath, this outer covering, connective tissue capsule is not seen, and because of that, these abnormal cancerous cells can move from one place to the another. So this is the major difference between benign and malignant tumor. That is, cells are localized, they are present at one place only. These cancerous cells from this capsule cannot come out and cannot move to the other place. But in case of malignant tumor, as this covering is not there, sheath is not present, these cancerous cells can move from one place to the another. So, what is the difference between benign and malignant tumor? The first difference is benign tumor grows slowly. It can attain a quite large size, but they stay at one spot only. Secondly, benign tumor have limited growth and covered with a capsule. So this is the important point. They have limited growth and covered with a capsule. But at some places, for example, if the tumor is get formed in brain, it will become fatal. What do you mean by fatal? It may lead to the death. In some other places also, for example, adenoma and fibroid. Adenoma is found in some glands, and fibroid, as seen in case of uterus, reproductive organ, this may also fatal if they become large. Okay, so benign tumor grow very slowly as compared to malignant tumor. Malignant tumors grow very rapidly. As it grows very rapidly and as it is not covered by the membrane, not covered by the capsule, these malignant cells can move to the many places. As seen in the diagram, these are the malignant cells not covered by the capsule, and hence cancerous cells can move to the many places into the various parts of the body and can cause the cancer. And hence mortality rate is higher in case of malignant tumor. In case of benign tumor, growth period is very slow, as well as they have limited growth. But in case of malignant tumor, rapid growth of tumor takes place, which results in overcrowding of the cells, and because of overcrowding of the cell and their release, they disturb the functioning of normal cells. As I said, cancerous cells move all over the body, causing using blood and the lymphatic system. They destroy healthy tissue, and this process is called as invasion. Invasion means causing harmful effect to the surrounding tissue. It results in angiogenesis. What does it mean? As new cancerous cells are get formed, they require blood supply. And for providing blood to these cancerous cells, new blood vessels are get formed, and this is called as angiogenesis. It shows metastasis. What does it mean? As I said before, in case of malignant tumor, cancerous cells can move from one place to the another. These cancerous cells can move from one place to the another, and their movement from one place to the another, it is called as metastasis. So this difference between benign tumor and malignant tumor can be asked for 2 marks. Now we have to study about types of cancer depending upon type of tissue they invade. Accordingly, there are 5 types of cancer. First one, carcinoma. Second, sarcoma. Third one is lymphoma. Fourth one, leukemias. And last one is adenomas. Okay, so there's different kinds of cancer where this tissue is get affected. That means in carcinoma, which tissues are get affected? In carcinoma, epithelial tissues get affected. For example, lung cancer, breast cancer, skin cancer, and cancer of stomach. It belongs to carcinoma. That means belongs to epithelial tissue. Second type is sarcoma. Sarcoma in general, it is cancer of connective tissue. You can see that bone cancer, muscle tumors, cartilage cancer, and cancer of adipose tissue. They belongs to various type of connective tissue, and different terminology is used. Osteosarcoma, myosarcoma, for cartilage cancer, chondrosarcoma, and for cancer of adipose tissue it is liposarcoma. If you observe it properly, see all the words ends with letters O-M-A, that is OMA. Remember that word OMA, these 3 letters, it is for the cancer. Third type of cancer is lymphoma. As the name suggests, lymph nodes and tissues of lymphatic system or the lymphatic node, as well as spleen and all other tissue of immune system can be affected with the help of cancerous cells. Then leukemia is there. Leukemia is for the blood cancer where excessive formation of WBCs takes place. It also results in formation of monocytic and lymphoblastic lymphoma or the leukemia. See this WBCs, as they are produced in bone marrow. In bone marrow itself, their formation is uncontrolled, results in formation of large number of WBCs. Okay, so excessive formation of WBCs in bone marrow, and types of leukemias are monocytic and lymphoblastic. Last type of cancer is called as adenoma, where glands like pituitary, adrenal, and any other type of gland will be affected. So note on this or match the following. Under that, these types of cancer can be used, can be asked. Then about causes of cancer. Only headings are mentioned here. First cause chemical, second radiation. Virus can also cause the cancer. Some genes are responsible called as oncogenes, and different kind of addictions may cause the cancer. For these chemicals, for example, nicotine, caffeine and products of combustion of coal and oil can cause the cancer. Several polycyclic hydrocarbons and some sex hormones and steroids, if they are given in large amount or if they are secreted inside the body in large amount, it can cause the cancer. This breast cancer, which come under carcinoma, it may be because of some hormonal disturbances, which is commonly seen in case of women. Second cause is radiation. Radiations like X-rays, gamma rays, cosmic rays, UV rays are carcinogenic. Skin cancer is generally because of these radiations, and it is generally seen in case of people which works in sunny areas where UV radiations are present in case of the sunlight. Some viruses are responsible for causing the cancer, and these viruses, they consist of genes responsible for causing the cancer, and these genes are called as V oncogenes. Remember that V oncogenes, here the V stand for viruses. So these viruses becomes oncogenic viruses. For example, EBV, that is Epstein-Barr virus, HPV, human papilloma virus, are responsible for causing the cancer. Next type is here oncogenes. Oncogenes means the genes which are responsible for causing cancer. These genes are present in inactivated stage under common conditions, but when some conditions are abnormal, they become activated and start producing cancer. Fifth one is the addiction. There are addictions like smoking, chewing of tobacco can lead to the cancer of mouth, lips and lung. Alcohol consumption, it may lead to the cancer of esophagus, stomach, intestine and liver. And some drugs which come under the addiction, for example, marijuana and anaerobic steroids, they can also cause the cancer. Later on, we are going to study about treatment. Treatment involves chemotherapy, radiotherapy, surgery, immunotherapy and supportive therapy. What are these? We will see first of all chemotherapy. It involves administration of certain anti-cancer drugs. These anti-cancer drugs check cell division by inhibiting DNA synthesis. So if DNA will not produce, new cell will not be produced and the uncontrolled cell proliferation or the cell division will get stopped. It may lead to hair loss or anemia. That means these are the side effects of this chemotherapy. Hair loss takes place, anemia is there. Anemia means less hemoglobin count. Second type of treatment is radiotherapy, where radiations are used. That means radiations are bombarded to the cancerous tissue so that cancerous cell will be killed. The radiations used are X-rays, gamma rays and change particles are used to destroy cancerous tissue. Third one is surgery. Surgery is generally possible in case of the benign tumor where the tumors are localized one. So by surgery it can be removed. In certain cases like breast tumor or uterine tumor, this can be removed, as before also I said. Uterine tumor, which are also called as fibroid, can be removed so that these cancerous cells will not move to the other places. Next is immunotherapy. In case of immunotherapy, patients are given substances called as biological response modifier like alpha interferon, which activates the immune system. So immunotherapy for activating the immune system, which have alpha interferon, and so that by improving the immune system, patient can be get cured. Last type of therapy is called as supportive therapy. It includes improvement of the quality of the life of the cancer patient, just simply by using we can say counseling and by improving the psychology of the patient, we can improve the life of this patient, or we can say simply we can prolong the life of that patient. Okay, so this is all about the cancer. In the next lecture we are going to start with AIDS.